Welcome to a place of calm, warmth, and gentle stories. This is Dreamweave Tales channel, where soft-spoken tales help you unwind and drift slowly into sleep. Let your thoughts rest, close your eyes gently, and let the story carry you to peaceful dreams. You're safe here. Let's begin. In a valley hidden by misty mountains, known as the Realm of Echoes, lived a young artist named Fail. Fail didn't paint on canvas. His art was made of light and shadow. With gentle movements of his hands and a special tool, he could capture the fleeting reflections of sunlight and moonlight, turning them into shimmering, living patterns on the walls of homes or in the quiet corners of the village square. His artworks, filled with vibrant, dancing light, were called echo glows, and they brought a quiet joy to the people of the Realm of Echoes. For a long time, the Realm of Echoes was a place of soft beauty. The villagers appreciated the subtle shifts of light throughout their days, and Fail's echo glows helped them see the beauty in every sunrise and sunset. But slowly, something changed. A deep, silent sadness began to settle over the realm. It wasn't a loud sadness, but a slow fading, as if the world itself was losing its colors. The bright, vivid hues of flowers seemed duller. The sky felt perpetually gray, and even Fail's echo glows, once so full of life, became faint and pale. The people of the realm, too, began to lose their own inner brightness. They felt numb, unable to feel joy or sorrow strongly, as if their emotions had become muted. Fail felt this shift deeply. He saw the threads of light around the villagers, once sparkling with unique shades, now turning to a dull gray. Their creativity, once a flowing river, had almost dried up. He longed for the days when laughter echoed freely and colors truly sang. He tried to capture more light, to create brighter echo glows, but it was like trying to paint with vanished colors. No matter how hard he tried, the vibrancy was gone. One day, a profound silence fell over the realm. It was the day of utter gray, when even the strongest memories of color seemed to fade. People stopped talking, stopped creating, and simply sat, staring blankly. The world felt empty, devoid of any spark. The guiding stone, a large, ancient crystal in the center of the realm that used to glow with all the colors of hope, went completely dark. Fail looked at his tools, useless in his hands. He looked at the dim, gray world around him. He felt the heavy silence pressing in. Then he remembered something his old master used to say. When the colors outside fade, Fail, look for the colors within you. Imagination is the truest light. As he imagined, something soft and warm began to spread from his heart. It was a feeling of pure, unwavering hope. He realized that the colors weren't truly gone. They were simply waiting to be rediscovered, not by seeing them with his eyes, but by feeling them with his soul. He slowly opened his eyes. The world was still gray, but now a faint, almost imperceptible shimmer seemed to dance around his hands. With this feeling guiding him, he picked up his tool. He didn't try to capture light from the outside. Instead, he began to project the colors from his imagination onto the gray walls, not as solid hues, but as whispers of color, shimmering and changing. At first, the patterns were faint, almost invisible, but as Fael continued, pouring his inner colors and his deep hope into each movement, the patterns grew stronger. They weren't bright and bold like before. They were softer, more ethereal, made of shifting light and shadow that hinted at every color imaginable. These new dream glows were born from pure imagination and unwavering hope. The villagers, still trapped in their gray world, slowly began to notice. A child pointed at a wall where a faint, rosy blush seemed to appear and disappear. An elder stared at a corner where lines of shifting indigo light hinted at the ocean. As more people focused on these subtle, imagined colors, a faint spark ignited within them. They remembered their own favorite colors, their own happy memories, and the feelings associated with them. The day of utter gray didn't end with a sudden burst of color. Instead, it faded gently, replaced by a world that was still mostly gray, but now filled with faint, dancing whispers of color woven by Fael's art and the villagers' awakening imaginations. The guiding stone, which had been dark, began to emit a soft, comforting glow, a mix of all the imagined colors, brighter than ever. The people of the realm of echoes learned a profound lesson from Fael. They understood that true color, true joy, and true hope weren't always found in the visible world. Sometimes, when the outside dims, the greatest light comes from within our own minds and hearts, fueled by imagination and the courage to believe in what we cannot yet see. And from that day on, whenever the world felt gray, they would close their eyes, remember Fael's dream glows, and find the vanished colors blooming brightly within themselves.